Hey everybody, this is Corey Phillips, the Grants Compliance Director with Bay Area Turning Point, and
I'm Cal Bacon, Housing Case Manager at Bay Area Turning Point, and my pronouns are he, him, his.
For me, I've been in the movement for, I am old, over 13 years now. What I've learned more and more over my time, kind of doing this work, kind of learning more about it, feels like I learn more and more about it every day, is that this is not a women's issue. This is not a victim's issue. We talk about all the time how victim blaming, things like that are not, those are the avenues our victims are seeing, and it's not where we want them to go. But in reality, I'm speaking to people that present and look like me. A lot of times the people I talk to, the perpetrators look like me and they act like me and they talk like me. So, for me, Cal, I don't know if you have similar experience, but in my lifetime, I know that my big thing has just been holding the people around me accountable the best that I can. It's something I've kind of strengthened over time. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's very difficult to hold your friends accountable, especially when they're doing things that you don't necessarily agree with. But has that been your experience?
Yeah, definitely. I think in small ways we can help out the world just by talking to our friends about things that maybe they say that might make us uncomfortable. Whether it's like a joke that they think is funny, when it's like, no, this is real life, this really affects people. I don't think you should joke about that. Which, it just takes a few seconds, and usually most of the time I feel like they're like, oh, my bad, I didn't really think about that. And so it's not that big of a deal, but it might have an impact on how they think about the world and how they think about their interactions with others. So yeah, I agree, accountability is a really good tool.
Yeah, we can't have things like this happen when there's a clear, perpetrator or somebody that's the aggressor, and then we turn around and act like we don't have answers as to how to fix that. So, as far as a call to action is concerned, yes, if I could wave a magic wand and domestic violence would cease to exist today, I would do that. I don't have one of those, unfortunately. But what I do know is, much like what Cal said, and kind of my own experience, is that if you're really willing to do those things, have those difficult conversations, lean into your beliefs and what you believe about the we call it the battered women's movement in Texas, but at this point it's battered people's movement at this point. Men can be victims too. It's up to us to make that change. We have to be willing to look at ourselves. We have to look at our actions, and putting on my counselor hat for a second, those things are transferable. Meaning that if you're gonna approach the romantic relationships or whatever family relationships in your life differently, those things tend to spread out across them. So as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure I can kind of speak for Cal here as well, it's up to us to do something about this, guys. We have to, and whatever it is that you identify with, or whatever your pronouns happen to be, whatever's at the end of that sentence, we're all people at the end of the day, and it is our job to take care of one another. Right. So,
and that's I think through empathy really is how we do that, and realizing that we all are human, we all have feelings, we all want love, we all deserve love, love shouldn't be violent. You shouldn't be violent towards yourself or towards other people. That's not how you get what you want, which is to feel safe. We all want to feel safe. We all want to feel loved, no matter your gender or that. So to get that, that's what you need to give, is love and empathy and kindness. So regardless of your gender.
I 100% agree. They call it the golden rule for a reason. But very much agree. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah. Thank you, Corey.